Hi, I'm Toxic Tanya, and this is Killer Kayla, and welcome to Monster Museum News. This is this week's horror highlights. Tom Holland, the director of movies such as Child's Play and Fright Night, will be releasing a novel titled The Notch. It's about a boy who seemingly comes out of nowhere, has the ability to heal the injured and even bring back the dead, but he doesn't speak. When everybody figures out this power, it becomes a race to take control. But this kind of power in the wrong hands could be catastrophic. The book is due out in June of 2020 and pre-orders are available.
Tommy Chong says he's been trying to write a Cheech Chong horror movie. In a recent interview, he said every comedy team, before they break up, they've always had a horror movie. It's a nice genre to play. You can have a lot of fun with it, like Get Out. I like the approach. But above else, 81-year-old says his main focus is staying comfortable and high. So who knows if we'll ever get to see this.
Sony has removed their Masters of the Universe movie off their schedule once again. It was slated for a March 2021 release, but now no longer has a release date. In place, Sony has moved Tom Holland starring in the adaptation of the hit video game Uncharted. Uncharted was originally slated for a December 2020 release.
He's done it again. Eminem has released a new album, Music to Be Murdered By, inspired by the master Alfred Hitchcock. In the song Godzilla, M makes a world record by breaking his own record by saying 229 words in 30 seconds, which equals 7.6 words per second, which is insane. I can barely make it through this newscast.
Slim Shady still got it.
Still got it.
The new Dan Walton film, In From Outside, has just signed Scream Queen Danielle Harris. Harris is known for her screams in the Halloween franchise. Walton has said this film is fully funded and ready to go with shooting starting this August.
We here at the Monster Museum Network want to wish the spookiest of birthdays to Ted White. Ted, who turns 95 this week. Best known, of course, for playing Jason in Friday the 13th final chapter. And another happy birthday to Joe Bob Briggs, everyone's favorite horror critic cowboy.
And now here's what Tom's up to this week.
I'm here with my awesome friends and longtime inspirations, Mr. Lloyd Kaufman and the Commish Pack, and we are about to see Sgt Kabukiman NYPD.
Woo! Well, I don't know about you, but I think Tom Devlin is the son we always wanted, but we didn't have Lloyd Kaufman. So, and the only reason we come to Las Vegas is because of the Tom Devlin Museum, which, by the way, is located in
Boulder City.
Yep.
Not Boulder, Colorado. Boulder City, Nevada.
And Tom's a bolder person, if you know what I mean.
He's very bold. We've done that for years. Absolutely.
I used to scream at him.
Yeah.
His name is Sergeant Harry Griswold. He's an undercover cop who takes his job seriously.
I need to commandeer this vehicle.
And he's always careful. Crime is at an all-time high. And to make matters worse, an ancient prophecy has unleashed an unbelievable evil spirit. And Griswold is caught in the middle of the crossfire. Strange things begin happening all around him. And even stranger things begin happening to him.
Regrettable twist of fate has chosen you as a recipient of amazing supermortal powers.
He is crazy. He is confused. And he is turning Japanese.
Can't believe this. I'm eating smelly dead fish, and I'm loving it.
But raw fish is chopped liver compared to the wild adventure that is about to take over Griswold's life. He becomes Sgt Kabukiman NYPD, able to leap tall muggers with a running start.
If we do not begin to try and master your powers, there will be no champion to oppose the evil one.
Only a beautiful, tender woman, Lotus, can carefully teach Harry the subtle nuances of the Kabuki way. She becomes his gentle, sensitive sensei. She trains him in the proper use of Kabukiman's amazing arsenal of high-tech super weapons. Heat-seeking chopsticks. Computerized 16-bite sushi. Futuristic flying footwear. Bulletproof gale force fans. And pyro-projectile parasols. He is a one-man army of awesome Oriental artifacts. He is Sgt Kabukiman NYPD.
This guy in the bathrobe is a real hero.
Real New York hero, huh?
Yeah.
And of course, he's a real New York lover, too. Meanwhile, crime is still running rampant. And time is running out.
My time.
The evil one is worse than any criminal Griswold has ever faced. And uglier, too. And when they get their hands on Lotus, Sgt Kabukiman is ready for the ultimate battle.
What have you done with Lotus?
No more monkeying around. He is a cop, and he is a legendary superhero. He is America's first accidental Oriental crime-fighting hero. His name is Harry Griswold, but you can call him Sgt Kabukiman NYPD.
Who are you? I'm Kabukiman.
Filming out on the street in New York, 30 years ago with all those animals, with the jaguar and the monkey and all that stuff,
There was a zoo in Tennessee, some rich guy had a private zoo of some sort, and he had an animal trainer and he was a fan, and they sent all those animals. Actually, that scene with all the animals took place in Hoboken, New Jersey on the waterfront.
So you can see all that happened in the background, right?
And now it's all been developed, I think. And the lion, we had an incident with the lion, which is why there were other animals were supposed to be out of the cages and doing things. But we had a scene where the woman in the red dress is supposed to be leading the animal, the lion. And during the filming, prior to this we film in sequence, so the climax of the movie was toward the end of our schedule. Prior to that, that monkey was not a nice monkey, and it was allowed to run around, and it would tease the caged animals. And that night, as the animal was being led, the lion being led by and this animal was on Saturday Night Live, a very domestic, relaxed animal. There wasn't Saturday Night Live, it was some other thing. And suddenly it saw its moment, and it yanked on the cord that the trainer, who was dressed as the actor, the female actor, and the cord fell out of his hand. Oh no, Lisa Gay, the actor, was actually holding the cord with the lion. And the lion suddenly ran toward the monkey and grabbed it. And the monkey's head was inside the mouth of the lion. And the lion was ready to swallow the monkey. And the trainers went in with the fake rifles, and they pried open the lion's mouth, and the monkey came out. And it was like a what do you call those things? Pipe cleaner puppet. We had spent 6 months training the monkey to shoot, work with the gun and to do all sorts of things. And after the lion thing, the only thing it could do was pray. That was it. It was the only thing it could do was what we taught it.
It was traumatized.
Yeah, it was totally fucked. And you can see the scene where the bad guy gives him the gun, Griswold gives the monkey the gun, and the monkey's like, it's sort of just literally a pipe cleaner puppet, pipe cleaner doll. So that was very. And the thing is that Lisa Gay, who was holding the lion, who knows, the lion could have eaten her, and the monkey was attached to Rick Giannazzi by a string about this long, and the lion's going along kind of up the string toward Rick Giannazzi. So it was quite a very exciting moment.
So is this what I have to expect when we do the sequel here? Get some animals involved?
It's a different world today. It'd be very hard to get all those animals into Hoboken, New Jersey. You can't do anything anymore. But check it out on Troma Now.
Troma Now, and it's on Troma Movies YouTube.
No, they're censoring and they're no good.
That's true. They are cutting off
YouTube and
stuff.
Amazon, go to Troma Now. They're censoring and demonetizing, and their algorithms are letting the majors have all sorts of sex and violence, and then the independents, they're getting rid of them.
Sure.
So this Troma Now that's why we set it up, because they wanted us to change our titles. They wanted us to make changes in the movies that were 30 years old, the so-called community standards. They threw off Troma's War. Like, it's back on because our daughter somehow managed to get it back on, but it's a very bad situation right now. You can see Kabukiman's Cocktail Corner on Troma Now.
Give up the Lloyd Kaufman. Commissioner and Patty Fine.
Thank you.
Thank
you all for coming. And Tom Devlin, that doesn't happen every day when you get Tom Devlin at a Sgt Kabukiman screening, huh?
Looks like a good time, Tom. Sorry we missed it, and thanks for the invite.
Must have got lost in the mail.
Must have. Director Chris Fisher has confirmed on Instagram this week that Stephen King's The Stand is almost done filming. This 10-episode adaptation will be released sometime in late 2020. You will be able to watch it on CBS All Access.
Universal and Blumhouse have officially announced a new version of John Carpenter's The Thing. The original and its sequel was based on the novella Who Goes There, written by John W. Campbell Jr. The new adaptation will be based on a newly discovered novel-length version of the classic titled Frozen Hell. This project is fully funded and is said to be fast-tracked.
Sad news for Ghostbusters fans. Rick Moranis will not be reprising his role. Many will not be surprised that he did not revisit his role in Paul Feig's Ghostbusters, saying, "I wish them well, I hope it's terrific, but it just makes no sense to me. Why would I do one day of shooting on something I did 30 years ago?" You will see some of the OG crew, such as Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray in Ghostbusters Afterlife, which will be released in July of 2020. You will also see Rick Moranis in his new film, Honey, I Shrunk My Career.
Fangoria released the list of top-grossing horror movies of 2019. Rounding up the top 5 is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, 4 Zombieland. Third place was Annabelle. Coming in second was Us. And number 1 was It Chapter 2, making almost $212 million.
Nice.
Did you see it?
I did see it.
I liked it.
Twice.
Nice.
Trick or Treat Studios will be selling a prop replica of Chucky's skull from Child's Play 2 this Halloween. Other Child's Play arrivals for 2020 include Tiffany, Chucky, and Glenn dolls from Seed of Chucky, along with Glenn's axe and Tiffany's Tiff necklace.
I'm Killer Kayla, and this is Toxic Tanya. Keep screaming.
I can't even talk. Forget it.
This is the best.